How to speak so well people think you're actually brilliant. It has nothing to do with your vocabulary, your grammar, or how many books you've read. I've spoken on stages to more people than I could humanly remember, messed up some conversations, won some, and what I've learned is this. How brilliant a speaker or a communicator is the ability to explain complexity. That's it. The more brilliant a speaker is, the simpler the words they choose to use. And I'm going to share with you what I learned and how you can do it too. So if you no longer want to struggle with not being able to tell what you want to tell people effectively, save this video and watch it now. Here are 3 tips for you. Tip number 1, the grandma rule. Now what do I mean by that? I always ask myself this before I say anything. Would my grandma understand this? Because if she gets it, everyone gets it. I've seen people use crazy words in a conversation just to show how smart they are. While the 20-year-old Brian would probably be impressed, but the Brian right now is always disgusted. Like physically disgusted. Complexity is easy, simplicity is hard. And a person who can take something complicated and make it easy, that person has to be some brilliant people in the room, don't you think so? Now I'll give you some examples, okay? Instead of saying, we need to lower our CPM and CPL to maximize our ad spend efficiency, say, we need to get more buyers while spending less on marketing. Instead of saying, we need to optimize our customer acquisition funnel to reduce churn at the retention stage, say this, we need to get more people in the door and stop losing the ones that we already have. Now you see the difference? Rule number 2, the kinda like rule. When you're explaining something someone has never experienced before, link it back to something they already know. And I learned this from Russell Brunson. He said, use the word kinda like. Just the moment you connect the unfamiliar with the familiar, the wall comes down. To stop trying to understand it, just get it. And most people know what a website is, but they don't know what a funnel is. So here's normally how I explain it to my client. A website is like a supermarket. You walked in, you see a lot of different options, aisles, products. You decide where to go, what to get. Now a funnel, on the other hand, is like going to IKEA. The moment you walk into IKEA, they decide where you go. You follow the path, you see what they want you to see in the order they want you to see it. You don't get to choose the route, they do. So funnel is kind of like IKEA. It's the same idea, a place to visit, but completely different experience, and now they get it. Rule number 3, the 1-sentence rule. In Chinese, there's a saying, 一針見血. One needle draws blood. One precise point that cuts straight to the truth. Here's the test. If you can't explain what you do or what you're trying to say in 1 sentence, you don't understand it well enough yet. Not because the idea is too complex, but because you haven't run it through your own brain to simplify it just yet. I'm going to give you 3 examples. Let's just say someone asks you, what does a mentor mean? A lot of people kind of know what a mentor means, but they cannot explain it in 1 sentence. Here's how you say it. A mentor is someone's 5 years ahead of you who already made the mistakes you're about to make. Now, what's personal branding? A lot of people kind of know what a personal branding is, but they cannot explain what it is. Personal branding is what people say about you when you're not in a room. Done. What is discipline? Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want right now. The moment you can do this, people stop seeing you as someone who knows a lot. They start seeing you as someone who understands deeply. And that is exactly the difference between sounding smart and being brilliant. Brilliant speaking is just transferring understanding from your head to theirs without losing anything in between. So remember, grandma rule, kinda like rule, 1-sentence rule. And this is how you speak brilliantly. Learn something? Follow for more.